Well, I think you start with the defensive line. You saw Greg Rousseau really kind of, again, for a guy that hasn't played in a long time, looked really sharp, looked explosive, looked like a first-round pick, Mike. And you had a perfect comment about it on Twitter that, you talking about a 7-step drop for Jared Goff is, 3 steps for Greg Rousseau? And then on the other side, A.J. Epinesa was using more of the power moves. He also looked quick. So I really like the defensive line. Even Boogie Basham got in there towards the end. I liked his reps as well.
Yeah, Boogie got a penalty. He's a big dude, and the way the NFL protects the quarterbacks. That being said, you saw Sean McDermott on the sideline talking to him, saying, Boogie, you can't do that. But internally, he's thinking, well, I like seeing that. Not the penalty. He's not going to want the penalty and allow a drive to go on, but Boogie put some heat on there. We saw it there. How about the linebackers making plays?
The depth, especially, obviously, we know the guys that are at the top that are going to get the most playing time, Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano. And the depth has been I think, one of the biggest worries for me the last few years with the Bills defense, just because Milano has been injured before several times. And then you have A.J. Klein, who before he played really well, he was also really, really bad. So that was a problem. And then I just thought Andre Smith was going sideline to sideline, as well as Joe Giles-Harris, I thought looked really sharp. Both of those guys surprised me. Was not expecting anything from either of those guys. By the end of the night, I know who Giles-Harris was. So I thought that was a big plus.
Yeah, Andre Smith, that was a great interception. It's a shame it got taken away, but a very athletic play. I thought the secondary was aggressive. Look, they got beat for a few plays late in the game. They got beat for a play to set it up. But at that point, again, we're in scramble mode in the end of the preseason game. Let's go to the quarterbacks a little bit. Obviously, Mitch Trubisky was just handing off. I joke saying that, Brian Daboll's now just a run-first guy. Yeah. And what'd you say that the quarterback, Josh Allen's going to be? Just a big decoy?
$258 million handoffer. I think that's what it is.
I assume people know we're kidding here. Trubisky out there, get his feet under him. Only threw a couple. Nice ball to Dawson Knox, but not much to read off of that. Should we read anything with the fact that Davis Webb came in first?
Yeah, I think Davis Webb looked good. And they talked about it on the broadcast. I didn't know he hadn't faced another team since he came to Buffalo. Like I said, in 2019, he didn't play at all. So wild. And like I said, and they said it great in the broadcast. He wants to be a head coach. He wants to be a coach in the NFL. But he showed off the fact that he can move a little bit. He can run around a little bit, as well as make a couple of throws. Like, I just thought Davis Webb was playing a little fearless, and I liked that about him. Yeah. I thought it was fun. He was better than I thought he was going to be.
So fastest guys on the team, is it Matt Breida? Is it Isaiah McKenzie? Or is it Davis Webb?
Davis Webb. And Davis Webb's got some swagger, too. And he races Josh Allen every day at practice. So I thought Davis Webb looked better than I thought. I think that he had a step ahead of Jake Fromm in this battle for QB number 3.
But Jake Fromm, look, he's in there. Bunch of linemen getting run over. It got kind of ugly.
Bobby Hart's bad. Yeah. Bobby Hart's really bad.
He's at right tackle. They had him at left tackle. He couldn't get his feet down. Yes, Bobby was not good tonight.
Andrew Catalan killed it on the broadcast. And for him to just come out and say, Bobby Hart is getting beat all day at left tackle was the most honest broadcasting I've heard in quite some time by the Bills broadcast team.
Let's give Jake Fromm credit on the 4th down. He finds Marquez Stevenson, and here we go. They're moving. And of course, like there was any doubt, you got Knucklehead over there on the Lions sidelines wants to ice Tyler Bass. Oh, good luck with that.
Can't ice. Tyler Bass has got so much swag as a kicker. It's funny. I tweeted just some of the guys that I thought their stock rose today. And a couple of people were like, what about Devin Singletary? What about Tyler Bass? I didn't mention. Like, those were guys that I already kind of knew what I expected. I'm not I'm not going to make or break my thought on one of these guys that I've seen play NFL games, meaningful games, on a preseason game. But it was cool to see Tyler Bass hit a game-winning kick when he needed to, right, Mike?
Yeah, he came through for him. It's good practice for everybody. Getting the hold down. He's got a different holder this year, and he looked great booming the ball in the dome. Please, if that guy kicked in the dome, he'd never miss a kick all year. Yeah. So I think they're good there. Look, don't overreact to anything is what we tell fans all the time. I'm not saying you, Dan. I'm talking about everybody who's going to be up and down on everybody. but it is exciting to see those flashes. The coaches will break it all down, but my guess is they're encouraged by the D-line. Like you said, they're happy really the defense made a few plays, and they didn't really ask the quarterbacks to do a whole heck of a lot with what was out there. The backups had to be chased around a little bit.
Yeah.
All in all, it's an ugly first preseason game. You'd rather win than lose. And Detroit really played their starters?
I guess so. But Mike, didn't the Bills just look like a team that knew what they were doing?
Of course.
And that's just so shocking. Like, Sean McDermott goes for it on 4th and 1 from his own 23-yard line. And it's just Sean, he just really treated this preseason game like what it is. It's a preseason game. It's a practice against another team. I thought that was really cool, where in years past we're like, oh my gosh, they got to figure out who the starters are. They know what they're doing. This is all just practice reps. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it continues. Now they've got Chicago the next week, close with Green Bay, keep Josh Allen in his bucket hat the entire time and getting ready for Pittsburgh. All right. Thanks for stopping by here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe, like, comment. We love it. Jenna will be back the next time. For Dan Fetes, I'm Mike Catalana. Thanks for watching here on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.